51007. 35192. Send me a text. Your next chance to win yourself $1 million is coming at 6:30, right before the Corey Roddick Experience. And in a few minutes, I'll have the legendary Rob Halford of Judas Priest on the phone talking about his new holiday album, which is called Celestial. And I think he's doing one live show, but you would have to be one of our bureau chiefs in Arizona. So I'll give you some of that info. If you listen to the show on iHeartRadio from Arizona or elsewhere outside of Ohio, let me know where you do that. Manny is a new bureau chief in Wamama, Florida, which is outside Tampa. Doug is in Carlsbad, New Mexico. I heard from Brooke, who used to be our bureau chief in Kosovo. She would teach English for the State Department over there. And she's back home, and she was telling me how excited she was to come out to the 10th anniversary show.
Oh, very cool.
So she'll be there, and the more the merrier. Monday, this coming Monday, will be our last live show of 2019. It will be the Alan Cox Show 10th anniversary special. And we'll be live in Strongsville from Slim and Chubby's. We'll all be there. We'll have guests, and we'll have surprises and gifts and the whole thing. We're going to blow it out for the 10th anniversary and for the end of the year show until we go on vacation for the holidays. So join us, won't you? It's all brought to you by Bud Light. Details at AlanCoxShow.com. You can use the keyword 10. They may call you like a minute or so before he's ready, by the way.
That's
because he's on like a real tight thing here. So
that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm just worried about the phones, like because we were having problems with them before.
Yeah. Let me
see if you can hear diatone.
I mean, the hotline is there. I can, we'll see.
You want me to call the hotline right now to see if it works?
Yeah, call on the hotline right now.
I know in that hotline, Cody about to get fired.
Call me there and we'll see if it works. And I'll pick it up from here.
Sorry, we're reading radio, but we got to test it.
You let me worry about that. Hello.
Hey, it's
Bill.
Bill who?
Bill Squire,
Bill Squire
from the Alan Cox Show.
Bill Squire who?
From the
Alan Cox Show.
Bill Squire's
Christmas
Christmas
December
December
29th
29th
at the Agora.
Get tickets now.
Wait, let me try it again. Hold on. Try it again. Do it again. Do it again.
Call again?
No. Do the plug again. Oh, I didn't know you hung up. All right. Yeah, it's okay. It was looping back through the phone. I was going to do it without the mics up.
Okay.
That's okay.
I figured you would put the mics down.
See? No, I did not do that.
Oh, okay. Well,
I just want to make sure that you were able to come through.
I can't turn my radio down in here, Alan.
I know.
That's up to you.
I didn't know there was a plug coming, though. That was the only thing.
That's all right.
I should have known.
Then I would plug Bill Squire's Christmas Kwanzaa, December 29th at the Agora, agoracleveland.com for tickets.
I should have known. Norm in Detroit said that the first week selling legal pot, the first 7 days, with only 5 stores in the whole state of Michigan selling, 3 of them in Ann Arbor, the state made $1.5 million.
I wanted to get it.
That
while
sounds
I was out
low
there.
to me.
Well, it's only five stores.
Right, in 1 week.
That was my problem, is that I got
Lines
out.
were ridiculous.
Well, no, there wasn't any. There was
You have
3
to
in
go to
Ann
Ann
Arbor
Arbor.
and 2 in Detroit, and that's it. And I was on the western side of the state. I got to my hotel and was like, all right, I'll find one, because there's dispensaries everywhere, but 99% of them are not recreational yet. Like, it's based on the township they're in. So I had to drive through Kalamazoo to get to South Haven, where I was staying, and the township of Kalamazoo hasn't passed it. Or, like, you have to go through these, like, jumps and loops and holes and all these things to do it. I called one dispensary, and they were like, actually, we've been giving out the number to the so-and-so at the courthouse if you want to just give them a call directly.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Because they're trying to speed the process along, where they're like, we need to get this stuff out recreationally.
Also, they put a pause on cartridges so they can test them.
Oh, really?
So they don't even have
I was
those
asking
there.
about edibles anyway.
I know, but, like, I wanted cartridges.
There was a thing that you can do for anybody who's listening in Michigan. It's called a gift box. So what you do is you buy a certain gift box, and say the one that I was looking at is called the pink box, and it's $60, and you get a bag of chips and some chocolates, and then you are gifted for free products. But
Some
you
bud.
are purchasing a bag of chips in this gift box, and it's like unknown what the gift is. But yeah, so
how they
but
get
if you
around it.
if you call in and ask about a gift box, they can. It's a lot to go through, and you have to give them like a 24-hour notice so that they can put in the order for the gift box and get it shipped to a dispensary. There's only a couple of them.
Yeah, it's
the
like when you
state,
drive through a McDonald's drive-through and they sell heroin out the window. You're like, I want the extra Coke, half ice.
Right? Yeah.
You gotta give them the code.
Exactly.
Could I buy the gift box with the chips and the chocolate, please? Thank you.
The place I was going to go to pick that up was like 45 minutes from my hotel, and it was one of those things that wasn't 100%. I wasn't sure I was going to get what I wanted because they can't really tell you because it's a free gift.
It's like a horse race where they're all lined up to go. All these people who get themselves legal, anticipating the state passing the law. And then, boy, they go, now it's legal, and the gun goes off, and they're all racing for the same crowd in their town.
But a lot of them can't. Yeah, a lot of them can't because the township, it's legal in the state, but it's not legal in the township.
Saying, but it's plenty to go
I just
around.
can't believe that the state doesn't supersede the township.
That's what
It's
they
weird
said.
to me. Yeah,
That it's
I'm
like
sure
it
that's
has
what
to
it is.
It has to go through like local legislation just the same.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, Andrew.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he can't hear. What's going on with these phones? Hey, Andrew, can you hear me?
Andrew.
Man, I'm going to be really pissed if Rob Halford can't hear me. You could hear me, right, Bill?
I
on the-
think so, yeah.
But he didn't call
On the
into this
hotline?
number, yeah.
I'm also in the same room as you. Maybe I should go out and test it.
We go out in the hallway and test it, will you?
That's
All
so
right.
weird. That is so weird.
But you're also not call the station.
Because we took callers earlier.
I know.
I don't know what the hell's going on in here.
Yeah,
Like is Bill calling a different number?
No, he's calling the hotline
He's calling the
number.
hotline.
Yeah, which is what I have guests call in on. I'm going to be really pissed if Rob Halford can't hear me.
he'll call him like, oh, what type of show is
I've been
this?
waiting for this for a
Right,
week. Yeah,
yeah.
and these guys are, and he's on such a tight.
Uh-oh.
Can you hear me?
Uh-oh.
Hello?
We can't hear him.
Wait, hold on.
No, I can't hear you.
You can hear me?
I cannot hear you.
Oh, son of a whore.
We get someone in here in the next 3 minutes.
We're gonna have a problem.
God.
Oh no.
That's so weird.
I don't even know what the other number. Well, then I'm screwed.
I can.
When he okay, well then when he calls, because he'll have a producer call, you go, we're having issues with the phone. You got to move on.
Oh, okay.
That's gonna jam up their whole.
Oh.
That's
Okay.
a bummer. Unless he wants to.
I wanted to whip Deck in the halls at him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have him call your personal and then just put him on speaker.
Put him on speaker into the microphone.
Yeah.
Talk to him like that.
Oh,
hey, Rob.
there
I think
it
he's
is.
calling.
Ah, son of a whore. Hold on, let me pick it up and see if. No, you
Christmas
you-
miracle!
you
Christmas
pick it
miracle!
up.
Christmas miracle! Will it be a Christmas miracle?
God
Everybody,
bless.
Everybody put their Christmas
Anybody
spirit
pray.
out there.
Thoughts and prayers. This is when we need them.
We want to talk to Rob.
Deck in the halls. Deck in the halls.
We probably heard that and just hung up.
What kind of station you got me calling into?
Al,
Yes.
Go ahead and try it.
Okay. Can they hear me? Can he hear me here?
Hello, Alan?
Yes. Can you hear me?
I can't hear you.
You can or
You
cannot?
can hear me?
I can. You cannot hear me?
Hello? I
God
don't hear you.
bless. I'm going to put him on hold. Tell him we're having some. We just started having some friggin' issue with the phone. Man, can today be my last day of the year?
Sure, you're the
Just
boss.
skip the whole 10th anniversary Michigas. Deck in the halls, deck in the halls. Oh man, if there's any way to reschedule, no, probably not. He's doing a junket. I'm waiting a week for this. We did get an email that something screwy was with our phone provider, and they were trying to get it figured out. But I thought that was all taken care of.
He's totally down with, rescheduling. I just
Is
told
he?
Yeah, he said you'll hit him up. I told him.
Beautiful. Okay. Did you apologize profusely?
Of course.
All right. Thank you. I
Did you
appreciate
take the blame?
I always take the blame.
it. Deck in the halls.
My
Deck in
job.
the
No.
halls.
Did you
No,
take
you didn't
the
have to take the
blame?
blame. I mean, we're just
No, I'm
having
kidding,
some.
but, like,
Well, I thought I said we've been having problems all afternoon.
Yeah,
and
okay.
It's out of our control, but we would love to reschedule.
Yeah.
And he said he'll pass it on.
Which means it's not going to happen, but that's okay. I understand.
No, it doesn't.
Well, no,
mean
no.
that.
I'll pass it on. But I mean, again, he's.
That's just so funny.
So good.
Okay.
I don't know why.
That's a guy who told Siri that his name was 200 A's and H's strung together, and she was trying to call him by his name. Like the movie Call Me By My Name. I believe that's what that's about. Just a guy going, ha, 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 ha. Decking the halls, decking the halls, decking the halls, decking the halls. Well, I am bummed the F out, boy.
It's a bummer indeed.
Did you see Owen Benjamin got banned from YouTube?
He's banned from everything.
Because
Yeah,
is he
he's a
like,
psycho.
they call him an alt-right comic.
So
Yeah.
I knew
here's-
he was like Mr., whatever, but
I got some juicy information
didn't
over
he?
the weekend.
I feel like he took a hard turn from when he
Well,
used to be in
listen.
here during Sullivan and Sons.
So this is
He
what I
did.
heard. I was having lunch with a couple comics in Michigan over the weekend, and they were saying that when he was in Michigan at one of the clubs there, on his way to go do press, he and one of the managers from the club got in a really, really bad accident. And he was like in the hospital and stuff. And then like he took some time off, and when he came back is when he was this crazy alt-right like racist dude, and everyone thinks like he was normal before the car accident, and then this car accident happened when he was in
Wait,
Michigan,
when was the car accident?
a couple years ago.
I mean, he's been kind of right of center for a while.
Yes, but when he like lost his stuff was the weekend, like right after this happened. So they're wondering if the accident shook something like PTSD style in his brain, and like the way his body reacted
boy,
to
the
it.
brain's a crazy thing. Some
Yeah.
people, they end up with an accent. Other people, they end up racist and banned from
Dude,
YouTube.
I'm telling you, but because his name came up over where, and they were like, "Oh, he was in the car with so and so."
Well, what happened to the other guy?
The other guy is like
A crazy lefty?
No, but he's
Oh.
not in good shape. He's like, he lost a ton of weight. He weighs like
Wow.
100 pounds. He like can't lift more than 5 pounds at a time or something like that. Like got this crazy depression and anxiety. Like it affected both of those guys in a really, really crazy
I mean,
way.
I haven't Owen Benjamin hasn't been in here in years, but I used to think he was funny and like talking to him or whatever, but I hadn't kept that close of a watch on him. I didn't realize he went full on like.
Oh, he went full on.
He went
like,
full crazy.
I did
yeah.
not know that.
But yeah, because I opened for him at the Improv here a couple years ago, probably 2014 maybe, 14
Probably
or
5
15.
years ago, I think, yeah.
And I guess it was around that time, like a year or two later, is when he got into that accident in Michigan, and then he just came back a crazy person.
So he was showing up. I mean, it's one thing to be conservative. That's whatever that is anymore.
Yeah.
But okay, fine. But I didn't realize he was like doing like live streams on white nationalist sites.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I did not know
it
any
all
of that.
started with like a why I can't say the N-word thing. I think it was
Really?
an Instagram
Yeah.
Live or a Facebook Live. It was something like that where he went on this rant
What a
about
hill
he
to
doesn't
die on.
understand.
Wow.
But yeah, so I actually found that out this weekend that it was that same car crash that messed both him and the manager of the club up. The manager of the club ended up losing his job. He moved to North Carolina. Like, it was a crazy,
Was
crazy
he a
thing.
racist too?
No, so
Does he like
got
have
into
sex with
like
the whales or something?
No, he got into like a really deep, dark depression and like almost lost his wife and had to step away from the comedy club. And he actually came out. The manager came out to see me and Dan Cummins when we were in Charlotte, in North Carolina, and he was not in good shape. And I guess that was just one of the effects of the accident. But
Wow.
Owen was in the car with him.
Imagine getting in an accident so bad that it turns you into a racist.
Could you? Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
What if I came out white?
You came out a white nationalist.
Or straight?
No, you just came out like, yeah, white nationalist, but you like Tyrone Biggums or whatever his name is from that
It's Chappelle.
Chappelle sketch where is the
Blind KKK?
blind black KKK member, yeah. One of the funniest sketches of all
I mean,
time.
That's crazy. That's real, though. Like you said, some people will get knocked on the head and come out with an accent, or they amnesia or whatever. But that's what the
if
story
you're Owen
is.
Benjamin, you hope for the. Now that's if it's due to that accident.
It's weird timing. I mean, yeah,
It could have been coincidental.
coincidence, but-
I've never heard of anybody getting hit on the head and all of a sudden they're a racist.
No, but if that
I mean,
stuff was already in there and it just knocked, like, okay,
Knocked it
so
loose.
knocked it loose, sir.
started saying the quiet part loud.
The stuff he had already been thinking, where he's like, no, I am going to say it. Screw it, you know?
Well, nothing's going to sink you faster than if you get that tag conservative comedian. Mm-hmm. I had booked one of these guys earlier in the year. There was this tour called the Deplorables Comedy Tour. And there was this guy, Michael Loftus, who I think was out of that group, like considered the most legit of those comedians. He'd written for some shows. I think he wrote for like Kevin James or, some. So I go, okay, fine. I'd be interested to see this guy's take on things, right? And so I booked him on the show. And he bailed on me. Like, he didn't call, he didn't email me, go, hey, sorry, our schedules got screwed up. And then it turns into this, they canceled the show because who cares? Nobody was buying tickets.
Yeah.
And then it turns into like, the left can't handle us. I'm like, bro,
You didn't
I
want
was
it.
ready to give you a
Yeah.
platform to talk to me, and you bailed on me.
Yeah, I was actually at Playhouse Square that night that they had canceled that show because it was opening for Justin Willman. And they were like, yeah, that didn't catch on. Didn't speak to the
Which
the
kind of
people out here.
surprised
Yeah.
me, by the way. I thought they'd pack the house with that nonsense.
Well, here's the thing. I don't think people want that. I think people want comedy that is just more geared towards, like, I don't think you're going to get that group to come out
You don't
for
want
a
rants.
comedy show. Yeah, you don't want rants. You want just a comedy show. So when you're trying to play it towards the deplorables, that base, they'll go out and see Trump for that, but they're not going to go out and see someone trying to make money off of that. But if you want to just be like, hey, we're the blue collar, we're the working man comedy tour, you get the base out that way. Is my guess.
It's like right-leaning. Like they want it to be.
Well, they don't even want it to be political. They just want it to be funny.
No. I think they want it to be political. They
think
want it
there's
to be
some
like
part of it, but
like in the
think
things
that's a
that
smaller
they
group.
the things that they joke about. They want it to be more. I believe that too.
Right.
That guy believes like I believe.
But I don't think they want to be like. They want it to be that, but they don't want it to be in your face like that.
No, that's what I'm saying. They
Yeah.
want it to be like leaning. Like
Yeah, that's what I'm
this
saying.
is-
Like
yeah.
blue collar comedy tour will get that base out, but it's not going out there and being like, "Hey, I'm Larry the Cable Guy, and Nancy Pelosi's a piece of trash."
Right.
Like, that's-
Well, you didn't even do the accent. So
Well,
that wouldn't.
I
That
was doing
wouldn't go
Dan
very
Whitney.
far.
Alan, I was an extra on an episode of Sullivan and Son, and I took a picture of Owen Benjamin's butt crack from a lunch break. Well, you'll always have that.
He's not a bad-looking guy.
No, he's a
And when
handsome
I
dude.
met him, he
and
was
drink of
nice.
water,
He's
yeah.
tall. Yeah, he's funny. When I worked with him, he
Did
was
you call
good
him a
dude.
tall drink of water?
He is a tall drink of water.
He was in one of my favorite movies of all time,
What's that? Clueless?
The House Bunny.
House Bunny.
Oh,
He's
wow.
in that?
Yeah. He's the
I
guy
like House Bunny.
he's the guy that had the nipple fetish. And he had to put
Is that the Anna Faris movie?
Yep.
Okay.
Natalie. Yeah.
I mean, what? I don't know.
I love that movie.
No, but is that the one where Emma Stone is a nerd or something? Okay,
Yep.
before
Yeah.
she blew up? Or,
She goes, she's an ex-playmate. She gets, like, banned from the house for something ridiculous, and then she ends up, like, running a sorority of all the misfits on campus. All the girls who couldn't get into the other sororities.
Turns them hot.
And
Anna
here's
Faris
what
makes
happens,
him hot.
Alan. She learns more from them
Than they do
learn
from her.
But
But
Well,
isn't
she
this?
teaches them, too, because
Yeah, I
they get
know.
a little...
But isn't this also a movie where they take girls who are hot and uggo them up, and then supposedly she?
Oh, yeah.
Pretty
okay.
much.
It's
yeah.
Emma Stone, you nerd, and then they take the glasses off. She was hot the whole time.
Right.
Her and
She's
Catherine
all that or
McPhee and
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
I
Catherine
think she's pregnant in
McPhee.
it. She's like one of the pregnant
is.
sorority
She
girls.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dynamite.
Yeah.
Alan, anyone who isn't a super liberal, weird pronoun guy is lumped into the alt-right category.
Not true
Not
at
true
all.
at all.
No, Steve Byrne, I mean, he headlined our comedy tour last year. He's not like a super liberal guy, and he's hilarious.
Right. Tom Segura, he's not like that. Burt Kreischer's not like that.
No.
None of these guys are lumped into the alt-right.
Alt-right is a
yeah.
very specific
Yeah.
thing. I mean, if
Right.
you're, and what gets you in there is if you're complaining that you can't say the N-word to everybody you
Right.
run into. That's kind of the price of admission if you want to be in the alt-right
But-
comedy.
If you're part of the alt-right, you're trying to bring those guys over. Like, oh, yeah, Kreischer, he's just a guy that he's been ostracized by the liberals, so we got to come on over to us now. But that's not what's happening.
Alan, my girlfriend's... What?
What?
My girlfriend's husband.
It's probably a woman texting in. My girlfriend. I say that all the time,
my
yeah.
girlfriend's husband fell down the stairs. I'm like, did you push him down the stairs?
Right.
My girlfriend's husband fell down the stairs, hit his head. He was an alcoholic, and the day after that, he wasn't.
Never drink again, dude. I'm telling you, when your brain
Now, would
gets
you-
knocked loose, there's something happens.
If
the
you
chemicals.
if you couldn't stop drinking, right? You're celebrating months of sobriety now, all on
9.
your own, hard won. If you weren't able to do that, would you have considered throwing yourself down a flight of steps?
I don't think so.
To
they
I've
hit you with a
fallen down
hammer.
plenty of flights of steps before.
and you never got up from one of those and were like, I don't want to drink
I
anymore.
don't even want to taste it.
Give her the old Dr. Manhattan.
Yeah, right. No, that's never happened.
That
Now
cat
we'll
is
see
hung,
the real
boy.
you. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
My
I was
Lord.
Googling that earlier, trying to find it to send a group chat that I've been talking about Watchmen.
Guy's got a knee shooter.
Yeah, right? Well, he is a god.
Yes, okay. Let me break here, and then we'll come back and wrap up. If you want to get the last word in, certainly do that. Send me a text, 35192. Next shot for you to grab yourself $1 million is coming up at 6:30 before Corey Roddick.
The Alan Cox Show on 100.7 WMMS.